Are your greatest leadership strengths actually derailing you? Welcome to Great Transition Strategies Monday Morning Stand-Up. 5 minutes to get your week off to a great start and potentially give you something to help make you a more effective leader so you can love what you do. Play to your strengths. Find out what your strengths are. Spend much time in your sweet spot. Work in your strength area. We hear that all the time. Is that always the best advice? And can your strengths be derailing you? Let's go through a little scenario and let's see if that's a possibility for you. And as always, I want you to think about yourself, and I want you to think about someone that you're developing, someone you're mentoring, someone on your team you're developing. Think about them as well. First, come to mind, bring in your mind, what are your greatest leadership strengths? Maybe the top 3, maybe 4. And we're going to go through an example here. As I work through the example, I want you to think about your strengths and think about that individual as well. First, here's an example. Maybe my top strengths are consistency, ability to see the big picture, developing others, and collaboration. So maybe those are mine. Let's take them one by one. If I say my first one is consistency, very consistent. And I'm really strong on those. I get 360s back that tell me I'm really strong. So I think, great, this is a strength for me. How could that be negative? Every strength, every trait has another pole. Consistency. Maybe they see me as, yeah, he's consistent, all right. He's not going to waver. He has this narrow band. If he set a precedent, it's not changing. He's inflexible. I'm being seen as inflexible by some folks. Don't bring that to him. He's not going to change his mind. He's already set in what's been done. He's inflexible. There's a pole there that possibly could be hurting me. Next one, think about big picture. Oh yeah, he has the big picture. He always knows what's going on in the big picture. Sometimes we need to get him into the details, and we can't get him into the details. We need to get him into details. He won't go there. He understands the big picture. That's what he always refers to. Collaboration. Collaborative, he brings us together. We all have our inputs. We get plenty of time to build consensus, and then we move forward. He's indecisive though. If he doesn't have consensus, he's not moving forward. We have to get everyone on board. Sometimes I wish he would just say, okay, I heard from everyone. I got your points. This is what we're doing. Indecisive, it takes too long to make decisions. Last one that I gave you was developing people. Oh yeah, he develops people. He takes them, he spends a lot of time. He knows their strengths, he knows their weaknesses, he knows where they want to go. He develops them. Sometimes he's not as results driven as he needs. His results are about developing the people. He needs to cut some people loose, and he can't develop everyone and get them there. Cut some people loose so we can get the results that we need to be effective here with our team. So there, I just gave you an example of these are my strengths and how they could be derailers for me. Where are yours? Define your strength, or someone you're working with, you want to help them through. What are their greatest strengths? How could that strength be derailing them? How could it be making them less effective as a leader? So when you take this perspective, you realize, oh, I get that 360. These are my strengths. These are really good. Are they really good? Now, here's my question for you. As you think about this and you want to use this, should you be in the Goldilocks zone? Should you move your actual leadership so that way you move yourself there? Or do you just need to be aware, realize I'm really strong in that area, and maybe I'm overusing it at this particular point to a disadvantage? What do you need to do to be a more effective leader and be seen as that effective leader? Thanks for listening. Hope you found that helpful. Have a great week. See you next Monday morning, 8:30.